improve on the inside of what you're doing, right? So it's not just like, oh, I have God in my heart, but I don't read, I don't pray, I don't talk to him. This is not how it works. It's not based on actions, but your actions come out because of what's inside. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to talk about how you can make time with God even with a busy schedule. If this video helps you with your walk with Christ, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. The first thing I want to say is, what do you need to live? You need food, you need water, you need air to breathe. Those are your basic physical essentials. These physical priorities allow your body to live on and be healthy. And you need these things every single day. You need air every second. You need food every day. You need to drink a whole bunch of water to be healthy. But let's talk about your spiritual health, on making time to eat spiritual food, to make sure that you have time with God. In Matthew 4:4, Jesus answered, "It is written, man shall not live on bread alone, but every word that comes out of the mouth of God." Meaning people need more than just material things to truly live. Some people may say, well, I'm too busy to spend time with him. It's interesting that you'll find time when you realize what truly makes you happy and is your main priority. If you didn't eat, you'd be dead. So if you want to live in God's kingdom, you eat of his fruit and you live that very fruit and you produce the same fruit as Jesus did on earth. There's always a reason of why we don't have time to follow him. And when we do have the time, we put something in that place that could be used to have spend time in communion with God, and we use it for something else. Could be going out, TV, laziness, or just rather do something else. We are on earth for one reason only. That is to glorify the kingdom of heaven. That is to glorify his love and share with people that are hurting, that are lost, the same love that you found when you were lost, when you needed a savior yourself, and you spread that to everyone that is around you and anybody that you can influence to see the light of God. And that is our main priority, is to live in that love, to be that love in us so that we can expel that to others around us. Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise but as wise, making the best of the time because the days are evil. Therefore do not be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is. This is Ephesians 5:15 through 17, and we need to make sure that we are using the best of our times right now. The world's only going to get evil and more evil as time goes on, and we need to be that light of this world that shines throughout all the darkness, and to really take in everything that he has in store for our lives, God's will. We need to spend time with him. We need to read his word, know his character, pray, and just worship him. Don't use prayer for asking for things as a genie, as people do, but as a loving father as he is, that he gives because you are humble, that you are worshiping him, that you are actually his kid, and he wants to spoil his children as any parent really does. We tend to get lied to by Satan. Find something that's comfortable, that, sitting down, watching TV, going out with friends is the most comfortable thing that you want to do. This is your opportunity. There's time that's opened up, whether it's just waking up a little bit earlier so that you can have that time, going to bed a little bit later to have that time, whatever it may be. During lunch, have that time. In the shower, there's time. I know a lot of people that get a lot of revelations in the shower, that get it right early in the morning, that get it at night, throughout the day, whatever it is. There's time that can be used for God. And this time, it doesn't have to be just sporadically throughout or anything like that. You, as a Christian, can live in his presence, and his presence is always here, right? It's living that. It's living that he's not just out and about as presence, but he's actually in you. I heard this story, and there was a man that never had time to spend with God because he would work 6 days a week. And so he really wanted to spend time with God, but really didn't find any time in his schedule. So He took off a whole year to spend time with God. He looked at his finances and stuff like that, and he's like, you know what? I can actually take off work for a whole year because I have a lot of savings right now, so I'll be good. I want to use these 12 months to really indulge myself with God. And then 12 months go by, and he realized at the end of 12 months, not once did he spend time with God. You see, this is kind of similar that when you actually have the free time to do something, you actually want to use that free time towards something that is not with him. So be genuine when you say, I don't have time. Do you really not have 10 minutes a day? Or are you deciding to follow up that time with other things that consume that precious time that you could use? That man didn't spend time with God for 12 months, even when he was off. His goal was to spend time with him, but then he saw the free time and he started doing other things that had nothing to do with him at all. Don't think of this as a discipline that you need to find a time. You need to put God on a schedule so that you can make sure that you have that. What I want you to do is I want you just to live life in love. Just live that. Just be that. When you're driving to work, I want you to pray. When you're on break, I want you to read your Bible. When you get home, I want you to get on your knees on the side of your bed and pray for a good night's sleep. Right when you wake up, you thank God. When you go in the shower, you thank God again. These you can be with him. He's always with you all day long. But he loves when you speak to him. He loves that you're willing and wanting to know more about him, that you're willing to spend and be dedicated in his love. That's what he likes as his true children. His true children love to be with him. They love to learn more about him. They love to see his miracles. Some excuses may be, I'm tired, I just want to sit, I want to go see some friends, I need to relax my mind after a busy day, so I just need to sit back. And this becomes an issue because now you're seeing Christian as reading the Bible, whatever your prayer, as work, as an action, something that you're like, ugh. By looking at reading and praying and spending time with God as a burden on you is pretty dangerous. To look at it as something that you really have to work for. It's a lie for you to never do it. Anything that gets you away from God, anything that will tell you to not read your Bible, to not pray, excuses to not do these things when you have that free time, is nothing but a lie. Simple daily activities can be the time to do so. Like I was explaining, breakfast. This is a time where you can talk with him in the shower before you go to sleep. When you're just sitting on your chair wanting to relax after work, you can sit there and just meditate on his word. Whatever you do on a daily basis that you know you can just sit back and relax with him, he loves that. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians 10:31. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. So don't look at Christianity, don't look at the Christian life as a burden itself. But it's actually very peaceful, it's very harmonic, and it's very beautiful in the way you live now. But a lot of Christians look at it as like a to-do list thing, that they need to follow these devotions, that they need to follow these guidelines to make it to heaven, which is not true. He looks at the heart, not your actions, but your actions prove on the inside of what you're doing, right? So it's not just like, oh, I have God in my heart, but I don't read, I don't pray, I don't talk to him. This is not how it works. It's not based on actions, but your actions come out because of what's inside. So based on what you do out in the world is what you have in here. Know what it means to live and not just be alive. Something I wrote down that I want to read is, but not all of us are living with the very fruit given to us by God, but we are alive in the body. But not everyone is living in the spirit and living the very fruit that is given to us by God. So are you alive in the spirit or the flesh? Because these are totally two different things. Your flesh will do spiritual good things because you have a spiritual good heart, and your body will mimic exactly what that is. So if you're doing the flesh, What spirit do you have? And if you want to change that, you need to make time with God and have that communion so that you can hear God and He can guide you down the correct path. He can even make time in your schedule by, if you really are so busy, 7 days a week, no time, then what you can do is ask God, Lord, I want to spend time with you. Can you make time? And He will. There will be times when work will say something and something will come up and you have time, because you are only here on this earth to glorify His love and spread that. That's it. So He's going to do what He can for you to get in that place where you need to be the best you can be in this world. We are all spiritual beings. Now it's just differentiating which spirit you have. What world are you living in? I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Subscribe to this main channel because this is where I do all my teachings, anything that can actually encourage you to be the very best person you can be, and so that I can see you in heaven one day. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Messenger out.